Imagine this. It's 2025. We've got AI that can paint like Picasso, cars that drive themselves into walls, and billionaires building spaceships because therapy is apparently too mainstream. And yet, racism? Still here. Like that one roach in your apartment that just refuses to die. The one that makes eye contact with you while doing a push-up. How? Why? Seriously? Who invited it to stay? Well, buckle up, Buttercup. We're diving into 1,600 words of spicy, sarcastic, slightly educational exploration of why racism still exists and what the heck we're supposed to do about it. No pitchforks, no cancel mobs, just laughs, facts, and mild existential dread with a side of, how is this still real? Part 1. Origins of Dumb. Let's start at the beginning. Humans used to live in tiny tribes, right? And these tribes were like your weird family at Thanksgiving. Suspicious of outsiders, clinging to their weird customs, and deeply convinced that their casserole was better than everyone else's. Evolution rewarded people for fearing the other. Back in caveman days, that made some kind of sense. That dude looks different. He might kill us or steal our firewood or eat our mammoth leftovers. Today? That dude looks different? Better leave a mean YouTube comment and misquote MLK. Big downgrade. Racism got baked into our systems because the world used to run on colonialism, slavery, and a sprinkle of good old economic exploitation. It wasn't just ignorance, it was profitable ignorance. Translation: people made money off of being racist, lots of it. And when people make money off something, they tend to, not stop. They double down, they put it on a billboard, they teach it to their kids and call it tradition. Part 2. Systems that refuse to die. Here's the thing. Racism isn't just about mean people saying mean things. If it were that simple, we could just shove all the racists into a group chat, mute them forever, and call it a day. No, racism is like Wi-Fi, invisible, all around us, and occasionally just stops working for no reason. Also occasionally ruins your whole week. It's in the systems. Housing, education, healthcare, justice. All the fun parts of society where being poor, non-white, or both means you get the boot instead of a boost. Why does this still happen? Because institutions move slower than your grandma's AOL dial-up connection. And because a lot of people benefit from pretending the problem doesn't exist. Spoiler: denial isn't just a river in Egypt, it's a whole career path. Example: if I'm a big company and I hire mostly people who look like me, act like me, and went to the same How to Be a Bro college as me, it's easy. Challenging my bias? That sounds like work. And HR already hates me because I keep microwaving fish. Part 3. The But I'm Not Racist Guy. Okay, now let's talk about him. You know the guy. Every comment section has one. The I don't see color dude. The I have a black friend guy. The reverse racism is real keyboard warrior. The one whose Wi-Fi password is probably All Lives Matter 123. Listen, if racism were a fire, these people aren't pouring gasoline on it. But they're definitely marshmallow roasting next to it while denying it's hot. Not being racist isn't enough anymore. The goal is being anti-racist, which means calling out bias, learning actual history, and occasionally shutting up and listening. Scary, I know, but also free and calorie-free. And you don't even have to download an app. No subscription, no ads, just basic human decency. Part 4. The Media Diet from Hell. Media time, baby. If you eat nothing but fast food, your body falls apart. If you watch nothing but fear-mongering, stereotype-pushing, outrage-baiting content, guess what? Your worldview becomes deep-fried ignorance nuggets. Algorithms don't care about truth. They care about rage clicks. So if you spend enough time on the wrong corners of the internet, you'll think immigrants are stealing your job, your dog, your lawnmower, and possibly your wife. Your wife left because you are being fanboy over Andrew Tate, and your dog loved the mailman more than you. And don't even get me started on cable news. You could take the same story, watch it on 2 different channels, and come away thinking it was either a birthday party or the apocalypse. Part 5. The Education Gaping Hole. Let's look at how we learn about race in school. Slavery happened. Lincoln fixed it. Martin Luther King had a dream. Then racism vanished into the night like Batman. Spoiler alert, that's not how it went. Education whitewashes history so hard it might as well come with bleach. We skip the hard parts, the nuance, the actual struggle. No wonder so many people think racism ended in 1964. Or worse, never existed at all, If your entire curriculum on race fits on a bumper sticker, you're going to leave school thinking Rosa Parks was just tired, not that she was an activist with a plan, backed by a whole movement, and not just some random lady who missed leg day. We need better education, not just in schools, but everywhere. Books, podcasts, documentaries, YouTube videos that don't start with woke libs destroyed, in all caps with 12 fire emojis. Part 6. Fear is profitable. Fear sells. Politicians, news anchors, influencers, they all love a good scapegoat. They're taking our jobs. They're ruining the country. They're making my Starbucks cup too inclusive. If racism went away, a lot of people would lose their shtick. And by people, I mean entire industries built on division. So yeah, they don't want it to end. They want to repackage it, rebrand it. New racism, TM, now with plausible deniability. They'll wrap it in patriotism, or family values, or just asking questions. Meanwhile, they're actually just asking for donations. Part 7. Why it sticks around. So let's be real. Racism is like glitter. Even when you think it's gone, it's still in your carpet. Forever. And somehow also on your face and your cat. It sticks around because it's sneaky. It hides in jokes, in hiring practices, in school policies, in neighborhood zoning maps drawn with the accuracy of a toddler on Red Bull. It whispers instead of shouts now. It wears a suit instead of a hood. It sits at the table and says, I just want to play devil's advocate. And a lot of people don't want to do the work of unlearning it. Because it's uncomfortable. Because it's easier to say, things are better now and move on. But better doesn't mean fixed. If your car has one wheel and a prayer, yeah, it's better than being on foot. Still not a car you should drive to work. Part 8. So now what? All right, now that I've ruined your day, here's the good part. You're not powerless. Racism isn't a forever thing, it's a human thing. And what humans built, humans can burn down and rebuild. Better. No bulldozers needed. Just awareness, courage, and maybe some Wi-Fi. So what do? Educate yourself. Not from Reddit threads written by a guy named TruthBlaster420. Real stuff. Books. Experts. People's lived experiences. Actual facts. Speak up. Call out racism. Even the tiny ones. Especially the tiny ones. They're like bed bugs. If you don't deal with them, they spread. And next thing you know, your whole apartment is itching with microaggressions. Vote. Yeah, I said it. Vote like your Wi-Fi depends on it, because it kind of does. Also, healthcare, education, housing, all the things racism messes with. Support equity. That doesn't mean giving away your stuff. It means leveling the playing field so everyone has a shot. You don't lose your slice of the pie just because someone else finally gets a fork. And most importantly, don't be a jerk. Simple, effective, grandma approved. 100% organic, no side effects. So why does racism still exist? Because we haven't kicked it out yet. But the eviction notice is written. The energy is changing. The vibes are evolving. And if you're still here watching this, laughing through the pain, you're part of the change. You're not too late, you're not too small. Even learning how to shut up and listen is a radical act in a world where everyone's screaming. Now go out there. Be louder than the bigots, smarter than the trolls, funnier than your racist uncle. And for the love of humanity, stop pretending racism ended when Obama got elected. Please, subscribe, like, comment, share. Unless you're racist, in which case this video was actually about how birds aren't real. Thanks for watching.